Okay. I'll get started here. Windows 10. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Is that on?
Wait a minute, I gotta get this part started here.
I've got two computers back here that's running Windows 10. Are you?
Look at that, Jim.
Yeah. This computer down here is running Windows 10. There's a couple things I don't like in the version that we have. They pretty much make you sign in with their site, password and so forth.
Boo, hiss.
Yeah. So you can go to their store to get your software and so forth. The only reason, I mean, you could still run it without Cordova, but for us to use Cortova, I think it's called, I can never pronounce it right, you do have to sign in with the account. So let me go ahead and sign in.
Jim,
You have to create that account, don't you, Jim?
Yes, you have to create an account.
Jim, I'm not getting the video from you. Dave?
There it is. You
Yeah,
gotta be
but-
getting it.
Let me check something here. There's something kind of weird going on here.
Well, it might be, might get it here. Another thing I don't like, and I cannot find the settings. I've got the settings shut off, but it loads.
Okay, I just want to check something here.
It loads magnifier and narrator as a default. So you have to close these windows and you have to close this window. And I'm going to download that now. Okay, what I did was I looked online and I found I found like 3 videos I think would explain more for you than I can explain it. Okay, what happened?
Uh-oh, we're the least skilled.
Yeah. We're not millennials.
Classified stuff.
Okay.
What's that mean up there where it says G.MSN?
What? That?
Yeah, that's G.
I don't know what that G means. I don't think I had it under.
Was you an IE or?
Oh, yep, I was. Okay. I was in Firefox. Now Firefox does work, and with this new program.
One piece of software and have that software tailored. Greetings, Internet. I'm Ken from the Computer Plane here today to demo a new update to the Windows 10 Technical Preview. This is the January Technical Preview, build 9926. So, this will be a lot of fun, and at the end of the video, we will also have an exclusive preview for our upcoming show, Ken Cinema Shenanigans, so stay tuned for that. Alright, let's jump right in. As you can see, a little bit of the interface is different. The taskbar looks a little bit different. There's some icons down here. And, yes, the new Start menu. Hey, that looks great. The main philosophy for Windows 10 is to have one Windows. It'll run on tablets, phones, PCs, and even the Xbox. And it will work with universal apps so developers can make one piece of software and have that software tailored to different device screen sizes. You can have your live tiles over here on this side of the interface, but have a traditional list right here on this side. And you can even hit the All Apps view and just get a scrolling list of your apps. And you can go back. You have your account right here. You can click it, change settings, lock the screen, or sign out. Over here, you have your power button to sleep, shut down, or restart the computer. And if you want the start screen still, you can just click the expand button and it goes into full screen mode. So anytime I open up the menu using the Windows key or clicking the start button, it just opens up full screen. If you want to put it back to the menu, just click the arrows and it goes right back. Also, another thing that you saw pop up when we open up the menu is this Ask Me Anything box. That's actually integrated with Cortana. Cortana is the digital assistant. It can talk to you can talk to it, and it can help you find information. You can access that from the Start menu, or you can just click the search button. An additional setting is if you right-click on the taskbar, your search options can be changed here. You can turn off the search icon, or have the search box visible all the time. Personally, I like to have it just as an icon. So if I open up the Start screen or Start menu, I can type something, for example, sound, and I can get the sound recorder app, sound settings, I can search the web for sound, I can open up an app right here. This is the default highlighted option. It's an application. So if I want to access the Cortana interface, I can just click this button. I can type in a question or some other search query, or I can click the microphone and talk to her. But also, as you can see, I have some information being displayed at a glance. So when I open up Cortana, I get my web history and my stock tracking. This little button up here with the lines, this menu will let you change settings and what you want visible and invisible. So for example, under the settings, I can turn on a hands-free command. There's a lot of other options in there. But I can turn on a hands-free command that lets me control Cortana just by talking to the computer. I don't need to click a button. So I'm going to turn it on. And let's say I'm just using my computer, doing my thing, and then I can just be like, I need some stock information. Hey Cortana, what's Microsoft stock at?
Microsoft closed up 0.11% today at 47.18.
So there you go. Again, you can click the mic to talk to her, you can type in a command, or just say, hey Cortana, tell me a joke.
Why do sharks live in salt water? Because pepper water makes them sneeze.
So the voice sounds pretty good. It uses some nice inflections and everything, so it's really great. What do you think about Siri?
I think it's cool that she's out there trying to make people's lives a little easier.
See, there's no hard feelings here. That's just great. Okay, now I would like to demo Continuum. It's a feature that helps keep the system seamlessly operating between different types of input and screen sizes. So, let's open up a few apps here. So I'm working with the Explorer, maybe I'm changing some settings in the new Settings app, and as you can see, all these apps will run in a window. These windows are responsive. If the window is small, there's a list generated. If the window is bigger, there's icons that are generated. So as you can see, all of these apps run in Windows, and I can drag them around and do what I want. And I can also use that new Task View button, so I can just get an easy glance at all of the open windows, and I can even add a desktop if I want to switch between desktops. And this works great for multitasking on a typical PC setup. But if you're on a tablet, and you want to use touch, this interface isn't always optimal. So when you detach your mouse and keyboard, the system will ask you if you want to enter tablet mode. But there's also a manual switch for it. Since I'm not using a tablet, I will use that. This little button here opens up the Action Center, which also displays notifications, which is really handy. But on the bottom here, there's actually another new feature that lets you easily turn on and off settings and change settings. And one of these settings is tablet mode. Once I enter tablet mode, everything is entered into full screen, and it's more optimal for touch. Even when I open up the Start menu, it now opens it up in full screen mode. So if I'm using this on a Surface, for example, it's much easier to touch with the interface because I don't have a keyboard and mouse detected. And let's say I'm done with that now, I can now turn off the tablet mode, and everything is restored to a window. Before I get into some other apps, I'm sure people are going to ask about Project Spartan, which is Microsoft's new web browser. That software is currently not in this build. It will have a new interface compared to Internet Explorer. It will have a new rendering mode. It will have a reader mode, a note-taking mode, built-in PDF supports, integration with Cortana, and more. As of right now, I can't demo that, but that is to come in the future. Alright, so let's take a look at that Settings app now, because one of the more confusing things about Windows 8 was the difference between the Control Panel and the Settings app. Well, Microsoft is going to be moving to just using the Settings app. Now, currently, I have noticed there still is a Control Panel hidden in the system. For example, if I go to Personalize here, I still get the classic Control Panel. I'm not sure if that will be in the final build, though. However, the Settings app works great because it kind of combines the traditional Windows 7 layout with the Windows 8 style. For example, I can just click Personalization and get my lock screen settings. I can choose this photo that I shot or this image that I generated. I like art. I like making things. So maybe I want to personalize my interface and use something that I made, or I could use one of the built-in images. That one's pretty neat too. So let's say I use this one. Now when I lock the system, I have that new image. It's really simple. Windows 10 is going to be a pretty big update for gamers. The Xbox app has some great new features, including the ability to have a game DVR mode. So while you're playing a game, the system can let you actually record your last 30 seconds of gameplay using the DVR feature, and then you can share it with your friends and enemies. And you can even stream Xbox games to your PC or tablet. So if they're console only, you can actually still play those games on your PC with Windows 10. And I want to mention that DVR mode is not Xbox games only. In fact, during the demo that Microsoft gave, they showed a game running from Steam that could be recorded with the DVR mode. So the system is still compatible with other game distribution platforms. In terms of gaming technology, DirectX 12 is going to be a huge update for developers. And overall, it can offer CPU performance that's up to 50% faster on average, and it's really great with power efficiency. DirectX 12 will allow games to run at up to half the power consumption, and that is huge for laptops and specifically tablets. So those are great changes with DirectX 12. Another new app that Microsoft is including is a new Photos application. So let's take a look. Let's dive right in. This is the Photos app. So I have some photos in here. It's a really nice interface just to scroll through. I can have albums and folders. These features aren't available yet, but there's going to be automatic album creation. There's automatic photo enhancing on import. You can even automatically group duplicate photos and bursts. And the auto syncing is all integrated with OneDrive. All these features aren't functional yet, but they will be in here in a future build. I can even change settings right from here. Again, this interface looks pretty consistent with what we've seen earlier. And I can even collapse the sidebar if I want to and just have some simple icons. I can go to a photo if I want. Let's say, where's a good photo that I shot? This milkweed one's very awesome. And I can share right from this button. I have edit controls. And I can even use this menu to get some quick shortcuts like set as lock screen, print, or file information. So I can get some metadata about photograph. So that's a quick look at the new Photos application in Windows 10. There's a lot more to come with this. So those are some of the bigger parts of Windows 10. So now let's take a look at some of the smaller details that I know people will care about. As you may have noticed, there are some new animations. For example, when I open a window or close a window, you can see there's a little bit of a scaling and a fade effect going on there. There's also a new animation for minimizing. As you can see, it's a little bit different from the last version. There's even a new animation for maximizing. It kind of just zooms itself. And you can also see the close, maximize, and minimize buttons look a bit bigger. And the window borders are extremely thin now. It looks like it's only like a pixel or two right there, so that's really nice. But it's still easy to grab onto the border. You also probably noticed that there's these new icons here. So for pictures, videos, a lot of the icons have changed. Not all of them are updated. As you can see, the recycle bin hasn't been updated. But they're trying to unify the modern UI with the typical desktop interface to kind of make the color schemes, the design, and aesthetics just look more consistent with each other. Even though there was that Photos app that I showed you, the typical photo viewer is still in this build at least, so I can go to Open With and open with Photos like I was doing before. There's also a media player still included with Windows 10, so I can open a video file with the typical Videos app or Windows Media Player. So this Videos app works as a video player, but it still has a complete search engine built in for downloading and purchasing content. So if I want to look up a movie, for example, I can just search it and get my results. But if I want to use just a typical media player, I can still go to Open With and choose Windows Media Player. Another part of the interface you may have noticed is this full screen button. It is different than the Restore and Maximize button. If I click the full screen button, it actually takes the application full screen without the taskbar and without the title bar. If I go to the top of the interface, I still can get my little bar up here. I have my menu, so I can get other options right here. But I can still exit full screen mode, minimize, or close. So if I click that, it just brings it back into a window. Another thing you will note throughout the system is that the current apps, and new apps of course, kind of adopt a new interface that is still rather dynamic. You'll see this across a lot of the applications, like what we showed in the Photos app. The store also has some UI changes. This is currently a beta piece of software, but pretty much this whole thing is beta right now. So there's a lot to explore with the updated interfaces within the apps that are included with Windows 10. So that's a quick look at Windows 10. There's a lot more to come up with the Build conference, I believe is going to be later in 2015, maybe in the middle of the year. So we'll have a lot more to show at that time. And we'll be able to demo Project Spartan once that software is in a new build. Windows 10 will be a free upgrade to Windows 7 and Windows 8.1 users, as long as you upgrade within the first year and as long as your computer is compatible with the system. So that is very nice. Microsoft is really trying to get people to upgrade, and I think this is a good idea. And I hope I covered enough information, but as always, I'm open to questions. If you have any questions about Windows 10, I'd love to help you figure out those answers, because I probably couldn't demo everything. There's probably a lot more to explore. But if you're curious, just let me know, and I'll try to fix that curiosity. All right, well, thank you for tuning into this demo, and I will see you in the not-too-distant future.
All right, Francis.
Hey, it's an exciting time at the computer.
Flipboard?
What?
What is a flipboard? He was talking about a flipboard. You're going to be able to get a flipboard. I said, what is a flipboard?
For the photos?
He was talking about games. He said you'll be able to get a flipboard, and I thought, well, I don't know what that is.
Line right now because we're gearing up to launch a new comedy series, Ken Cinema Shenanigans. If you want to have some good fun, good laughs, make fun of movies, or maybe just reminisce of the hit classic Mystery Science Theater 3000, well then this is the show for you, no doubt. It's launching on January 29th on our YouTube channel, and we cannot wait to share it with you and see what you have to say about it. So check it out. What have you got to lose? All right, peace out.
Try to keep this sanity.
So for example, under settings, I can have Cortana call me by my own name. Or I can have Cortana respond to me when I say, hey Cortana, so I don't need to push a button. See that? Oh, now it's, oh, when I click a button, oh, stop. That's pretty funny. But hey, it works. I'll demonstrate that right now.
Hi, hey guys! As you guys know, me and Blair teamed up with Colgate Optic White Express White, and in today's video, we are going to show you guys how to accentuate your smile. With the Dear Best accessory, we're going to show you how to whiten your teeth, how to make them look whiter, even if maybe.
I like the part about making my teeth whiter. I don't know what's that.
Windows 7
Hi, I'm Joe Belfiore with the Windows team. We're happy to have you join in our Windows 10 technical preview. We've designed the tech preview so you can see what we're building as we're building it and tell us what you think. We hope to involve tech enthusiasts like you in our software development process over the next several months so that your feedback becomes part of the next version of Windows. Before I give you a quick tour of what's in this preview, there are a few things you need to know. The tech preview is meant for PC experts who are comfortable downloading unfinished software. If this sounds like you, great. The first step, which you might have already done, is to download and install the tech preview. We recommend you install it on a secondary PC, as it's still not finished and there will certainly be some rough edges. But we'll be updating regularly. As a Windows Insider, you'll get two benefits. You'll get more frequent updates with earlier but less polished software. And you'll have access to the Windows Feedback app, for which you can send us comments directly. Register to become an insider at the URL on your screen. Keep in mind, the preview is still a work in progress. The design and feature set you see today only scratches the surface of what we have planned. We'll do a lot of polish and additional feature work until we're done. But one thing's for sure, by signing up, you'll be the first to take all of the new features out for a test drive. So, let's get started. The first thing you'll notice is the familiar Windows Start menu is back. And we've tried hard to balance having a super familiar user experience with delivering terrific new improvements. In particular, including a space you can personalize with live times for your favorite apps, people, and websites. Search is back, and we put it both in the Start menu and on the taskbar. So whenever you're looking for something, you'll get results from your PC, but also from the web. One of the biggest new features in Windows 8 was the Windows App Store. But when you ran an app, it was always full screen, optimized for a tablet-type device. With Tech Preview, we're improving how store apps work for all kinds of PCs, including ones with or without touch, and for big giant screens. Thus, apps from the Windows Store now open in the same format that your desktop programs do. You can resize them and move them around. And they have title bars at the top, so you can maximize, minimize, and close with a click. Windows is great at helping people get stuff done. And one of the areas we're looking for feedback in the Tech Preview is multitasking. Let's look at some of these features. First, we've added a new Task View button, so you can quickly switch between all your open apps. Simple. We've improved the way Windows snaps so that it's easier and more powerful. When you snap a window, Windows will make smart suggestions on filling the available screen space with other open apps. You can also now have up to 4 apps snapped on the same screen. If you're working on a lot of different projects using different apps and files, try adding a desktop. Adding a desktop keeps things neatly organized for you. Or you can create a desktop for the things you do at work and a separate one for the things you do at home. That's a super quick tour of Tech Preview and just the smallest glimpse of what's still to come. If you haven't already done so, you can download the Tech Preview and sign up for the Insider program at the URL on the screen. And if you want more details, check out the How-To section of our website. Thanks for being a part of the Windows community. We can't wait to hear what you think about the tech.
We want to know who did his hair. That's what I heard. When you're looking at
Introducing Data Stash. Now at T-Mobile, all your unused data rolls forward for 12 months.
Well, I think that search window's
Welcome
already.
to Lighthacker, where we install Windows 10 Preview so you don't have to. At first glance, you'll see that it looks quite similar to Windows 8, with the exception of this technical preview icon and a few new icons down here in the taskbar. We'll get to those in a moment, but let's start with the obvious. The Start menu is back. It looks a little different this time around, as expected, but it works quite nicely. The left side is the same as before, with a more flat, colorful look. But you can press all apps to see all of your installed programs, just like you could before. On the right side, you'll see some of the Start screen's infamous live tiles. I actually really like these, so I'm glad to see them here. Just like the old Start screen, you can move them around, resize them, remove them if you don't like them. You can also resize the entire Start menu itself, at least vertically. To enlarge it horizontally, you can just pin new apps and it'll adjust itself automatically. The Start menu also has search, just like it always did, though this time it includes web searches along with its results. So you can see those here. And if you search for a specific site like Lifehacker, it'll give you a shortcut to go straight there. By default, it uses Internet Explorer, but if you install another browser like Firefox, it'll use whatever you've set as the default. Now you'll notice some minor changes to the way Windows look in Windows 10. Namely, they don't have the borders around the edges. You can still resize them as normal, but everything looks a little bit cleaner. You'll also notice that the File Explorer's icon looks a little different, and if you open it up, you'll see a few cosmetic changes inside as well. Mostly the icons for things like desktop, hard drives, and home group, things like that have a flatter look, though not all of the icons have changed just yet. If you open up an app formerly known as Metro, like the Windows Store, it'll start maximized, though you can resize it, move it around, and use it just like any other window, which is different than Windows 8. You can also snap them to the edges, and in the empty space, you'll get an overview of other open windows, which is kind of cool. If you click on the Task Preview button in the taskbar, you'll get an overview of all of your open windows, much like Expose on a Mac. There are no fancy animations or anything happening, but it's possible they just haven't been put together yet. You can also add multiple desktops to keep your workspace from getting too cluttered. You'll even get a little indicator of which apps are open on another virtual desktop so you don't lose anything. Lastly, we tested out the new command prompt, only to find that the Control-V shortcut we were promised did not work. However, I later found out that if you go to the command prompt's properties, you can enable experimental features, which actually includes a host of other things, not just the shortcut. So definitely poke around in there if you're a command line junkie, but at least get in there to enable that shortcut, which is really handy. Once you restart command prompt, it should work. All the new features are looking good so far, but it's not all sunshine and roses. I definitely experienced some sluggishness here and there, even on my really powerful PC. And I had a few issues with the universal apps throwing up error messages when I tried to launch them. And the windows wouldn't pop up, and the thumbnails and the taskbar didn't quite work. It was very strange. A reboot did fix the problem, but it's clear that this is definitely an experimental preview, and I do not recommend using it as your daily driver just yet. If you want to give it a spin, definitely try it out on a spare hard drive or in a virtual machine like VirtualBox. If you click the links below this video, you'll find instructions on how to do just that. Thanks for watching. Let us know.
And I think this is my last one that I looked
Unless
at.
you make your own corned beef, Arby's is the best place to get around. If you do make your own corned beef, send your resume to careers@arbys.com. Arby's, we have the meat.
One piece of software and have that software tailored to different device screens.
I think this is the same one I just had.
Here, on
Okay.
the side of the interface. But have a traditional.
Now, I did download all these apps that I normally download, VLC, Firefox, Malwarebytes, LibreOffice, and Adobe Reader. I did download Flash, and it does work. But like I said, when I wanted to play Cortana, I had to sign in with my Microsoft account. So other than that, I would not have had to sign in with my Microsoft account. Hello.
Ahoy there.
Tell me a joke.
What did the passive-aggressive Reagan say? Never mind. Never mind.
So it's sort of fun. Play my music.
Okay, playing your music.
Look what they've done.
Play my next song.
All right, next track.
Yep. That's the same song.
Look what they've done.
Next song.
Next track.
Oops.
Maybe not got that song.
I was kind of raised down in Alabama, way back in the woods. I was so ragged.
But right now, yeah, it's going to go to a website. But I can't get it to open up. There's settings, and it says, let Cortana respond when you say, hey, Cortana. I have that on, but it won't respond. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe I'll turn that one on. Maybe I didn't have the right one turned on. Hey, Cortana. Ah.
Hey there.
I didn't have the right button hook turned on. Hey, Cortana, play my music. Hey, Cortana. It didn't work. There, it'll play now.
Something went wrong.
What's the weather?
Right now, it's 61 and sunny.
It's here. Isn't it?
That is 45.
Not much wind either.
Maybe,
Oh, it's warm now.
I don't know where that is.
Where's your weather app set?
I don't know. I don't know what the weather is.
Search for what's the weather.
Yeah.
Kentucky, that's why there's flood warnings.
So what don't you like about Windows 10?
What don't I like?
Yeah, why not?
I don't like this when you first started up. I don't like the magnifying and the narrator starting up when you first started up.
If you have that turned on in there.
I don't know how you get to it. I
Go
look.
back to your login page. Yeah, that one, sign out. Windows 8 has in the bottom left-hand corner. Now click, so there, that one right there.
Right here?
Correct.
Make your computer easier to use. Windows will read and scan this list automatically.
Go to Navigator.
Correct. Windows sign in. Pane hidden. Narrator reads aloud text on the screen. Button. System.
Okay, so that was off
System.
there.
Exiting narrator. Make your computer easier to use. Windows will read and magnify.
Narrator is still on.
No, because it says I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and log into your start folder. See what
This is, I hate,
Starting magnifier window. Zoom out button.
but it does have a narrator. I mean, if you like that.
I like the same problem with Windows XP with the narrator, trying to figure out how to get the darn thing to stop.
Yeah.
Go into your folders and start, and see if you can
Where's that at? Settings?
No, go to all your, no, the old fashioned start folder.
Okay, where's that
I don't know.
at?
Go to all apps now, see if you can find it, start.
All apps.
There, start navigator automatically and find out how to not start it automatically at the top. Oh, yeah.
See, it's on.
No, the bottom one is on. Start it automatically, it's on.
Yeah, but it's highlighted out.
So you can't turn it, so it starts automatically.
You might have to turn the narrator on so you turn the other one.
Oh, wait a second, are you an admin user?
I should be.
That's why it's.
Because it sounds like there's.
Exiting narrator.
Yeah, I can't,
When will Windows 10 be available?
I haven't heard, yeah.
It was supposed to be available March. Oh, wait, this is March. It's supposed to be available June. Oh, wait, no, maybe October. Maybe 2015.
How will we know?
Somebody's jaded.
Will somebody let us know?
Yeah, we'll let you.
Well, John was showing me that you shouldn't take it before at least December. Wait a couple months. Couple months.
So that's probably a good idea.
Now, like they said, mentioned, Internet Explorer will be coming out with a new Internet Explorer with Windows 10. It's going to have the regular Internet Explorer, but if you want to have it in a read-only mode, like if you're looking at something and you don't want all this stuff that comes up on a web page, it'll only read, it will only show the, like a picture and what the story is about. It'll only be a read-only mode.
I don't know what to do with all these references. It tells me that I must go to the search box and type in what I want. I don't know what I want sometimes.
Ask Davey.
No, seriously.
Get her down, you know what you want.
Perhaps I want to know how to increase the volume.
Triangle for the. That means you're too tired to think. There's nothing in that.
No.
Can you control all escape during the last night?
It doesn't do it.
Or when you go to the task bar, you bring up Task Manager. Word details, kind of bottom. Startup tab, fourth tab. Okay, what's not there? That replaces the old MS config.
But all you have to do is turn on, but it's still set to automatically run.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully when they come out with the full version, that I'm gonna send them something saying that it's starting up and I can't figure out how to keep it shut, you know.
Turn that narrator on.
What's that?
You can ask Cortana to.
Yeah.
Cortana fix the bugs.
But it seems to be faster. Of course, these machines that I've got it on is pretty quick.
There's a question back here for the.
We were off Sunday. Does it come with its own free word processing or is it just pay for it?
That's a good question. I didn't even look to see if it has an office directory. I can't believe it either unless they do a Microsoft,
WordPad should probably still be there.
Yeah, what he has.
OneNote.
Stuff. Yes, if it I mean, if I was still going, I would probably want that to just like, no.
So what are we talking about?
Like all type things.
There it is, WordPad.
Where do you see that? Oh.
Well, that's pretty good. For WordPad.
Yeah.
Well, WordPad is now old words, old versions of Word. Go down to About WordPad on the left-hand side above Exit. Left-hand side.
Yeah, I wanted to see if it would, it still doesn't make it into a PDF, does it?
Go back up to, down to About WordPad. It should say this is Word like 6, version 10, so it's version 10. Microsoft started giving us free old versions of Word.
Okay.
And Laura, the other thing is that Microsoft's not worried because you can go to OneDrive and get the web version of Word, Excel, and whatever, as opposed to going to Google and getting their version.
And that's free.
Yep. As long as you create a Microsoft account.
So they can send you advertisements?
Or track what you're doing. Or
Well, what they were talking about for gators.
Is there anything else?
Well, what you wanted to read, your mail, did you ever put one on this?
What's that?
Mail.
Mail?
how do you want to read your mail?
That's right there, that's loose.
Right, just like in Windows 8.
Wow. See, since I'm logged in, it gets all my mail, all my email.
What client is it?
There's no client.
Still
Yahoo.
Windows Mail?
My Yahoo mail.
It's
Did you
just
install an account for it to use?
I logged into my,
Yahoo account?
yeah, but it's a Microsoft account. But I did link up my Yahoo.
Well, see if you can get About and see what this program is. If it's Windows Mail or Live or whatever.
Well, it should be live. Left-hand side hamburger up the top corner.
About. I don't see it.
No, it's not going to be there.
Yeah, there it is. Down the bottom. Just call it Mail.
Yeah, it's their live mail. Because you have to go in and set up the account, so it's like an IMAP, probably.
I didn't have to set anything up.
When you need.
When he stuck his first address in there.
Yeah, you still your address in that, set it up.
Yeah. It automatically set it up.
What's the envelope 999, Jim?
It's $999.
That's plus, $999 plus.
Oh, that's what you got?
Yeah.
Check his emails.
Yeah, I hardly ever delete an email.
Holy cow. They're gonna kick you out, Jim. They said they couldn't monitor it.
I know.
Your mom never going to.
Kick one.
How do I get this?
I had a lot of emails.
If it were up to me, I would check I would just go to the top, check
I have
it.
You trying to open one?
I have a business.
I'm trying to get the Kim Commando thing off of there.
Get that, what do we get off of there?
Huh?
Was it as Mary Francis? That's the Kim Commando's email, so. Mary Ann, to answer your questions, you can have whatever email program you want. You can either go to the web or you can install an email program.
Whichever.
Oh, yeah. If he signs in with his Microsoft account, all of his Microsoft mail will show up along with his Yahoo mail.
So if I configure,
Yeah, hey, do they have that, night on there? Did you try that?
yeah, that's how I downloaded
Okay,
those.
so they did accept that.
Yeah.
Well, that's just web version, so it has nothing to do with Microsoft. That's web.
Okay.
How about security? Does it come through on that?
Yeah, it'll come with this normal Windows Defender.
That's useless.
Absolutely.
Useless.
How about Microsoft Security Essentials? It's gone. It's been replaced by, it's renamed Windows Defender.
Yeah.
Get AEG free.
Yeah, I've already got those things. I just kind of wonder about this new system, what it's doing.
It's just an improved 7. It's Windows 17, Charles.
You can tell Bill.
Not supposed to.
Well, I can't read here what's the top one's address.
Did you have a second one, Jim?
I have FireTech 109.
Did you have Gmail there, Jim?
Not yet.
They're both the same.
Well, they were both the same?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's strange.
But I can put my Gmail account.
Yeah, you could just sign in.
Yep.
All you do is sign in. Put it in the box.
Puts them all together, puts all your email contacts together, places it on this page. Everybody close your eyes when this is password. Don't want to see the ...
Everybody has that same password.
Yeah.
Now mine's asterisk.
Music, but that's quite different. Yeah, that's what they do. I do want to do that.
Don't, probably is.
No, it'll be the same update system, so once you do automatic.
Okay, mail by Microsoft. Would like to view and manage your mail, know who you are on Google, and view your email address.
What, you're almost Snoopy.
So you say yes. Let Windows remember their sign-in name and password. Adding my Google account. Connecting.
You cancel?
Google Friends.
Oh, it gives you the option to actually continue. Yes, I can't read it, so. Go ahead and connect, Jim. Let's see how it displays your. You're in.
It's like that's Google's Facebook competition. So now you get all the postings from your Google friends.
Oh, no. Where's the off button? I hate this.
Okay, I got Gmail now in here.
Did you put DuckDuckGo up there for your search engine? That's what's all online. Your email accounts are all illegal, is that correct?
Yeah.
No, this
Just Gmail.
This is just email.
Yeah.
One at a time.
It's just like your iPad. There's a way you click and it'll show you all your mail, just Gmail, just Yahoo Mail.
Okay.
What's the one down the bottom corner? What's it say to do?
This?
Yeah. Go back and
Accounts.
put that. So there's your two accounts.
Oh, there you
I
can
can go to
switch.
Yahoo, back and forth.
Bingo.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah. We'll have to go through the, of course, he did automatic logins.
That is nice.
You got an email from President Obama?
I don't know.
Oh, you got a video.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're special.
Going down, there you go. That looks like jazzy.
No.
Does.
Yeah, I think you run away. Have to ask Bob if he lost his song.
But what was interesting is with the Mozilla Firefox, when I logged in to my settings, it asked me if I wanted to keep the settings from my other computer, and it had the settings from my other computer.
Oh, so you went ahead and did it?
Yeah.
They have something like X marks.
Oh, that's what it is.
Now, with Firefox, I can sync all my,
Sync?
I can sync all my
All your
contacts. Yeah, with Firefox. You see, I have hardly any bookmarks here, but if I signed in to sync, I can sign in.
You know, sync all your bookmarks from every place you've been.
That's the same password you used before.
No, it
Must work.
isn't. See, all my email, all my,
Yes.
Of all things, I kind of like that.
But once you sign in, now you'll have it all the time now, won't you? Or you have to sign in every time?
nope, it's on this computer now.
Okay.
And
Can you undo it?
Was that syncing with your phone too?
I don't know.
If you erase it out of one, is it erased out of the other one?
Yes. It will be, because that's called syncing.
Yeah, it does. There's your phone. It shows your phone there.
I
You see
thought
that?
that's what you were going to say.
But it actually brings my passwords and stuff over too.
What's this for?
That's my bank account. Okay.
How much you got?
Not enough.
Got a lot of perks.
Pretty neat, isn't it?
He's got so much money, it's coming out his car windows, according to that.
You don't live all that.
I do. Can you get the score to the ball game?
How about red bug basics?
That's the play Michigan State right now.
Red bug basics.
Credit.
Keep them over the same thing.
Yeah, there's Facebook. See what we got now.
That's one of the basketball stars.
There's our new grandchild.
You don't have to tell me. I get that on my Facebook.
My mom is in hers. That's cute.
I know what's going
What's the
on.
score between Wisconsin and Michigan State?
Definitely.
Just started 5-2, Wisconsin.
This is our friend Taylor,
Oh, that's the one that has the leukemia.
leukemia, yeah.
That's terrible.
It's our daughter-in-law's
Is there anything else anybody wants to look at or see
about the bed?
about Windows 10? We do have Windows 10 back here on a couple computers. If anybody wants to stick around and play. My account is logged in, so...
Charge anything you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, you can be sure there'll be a lot of questions later.
It's the same.
I am officially done. At least everything works.